For over 2,000 years, humanity has been obsessed with a single word, a word that represents our greatest glory and our most haunting tragedy. Many call it a myth, a bedtime story told by Plato. But what if the scenario we were told was completely wrong? What if the evidence isn't hidden at the bottom of the Atlantic, but is hiding in plain sight, right under the sands of the world's largest desert? Today, we peel back the layers of time. We aren't just looking for a lost city, we are uncovering a lost civilization that could rewrite everything we know about human origins. This isn't just a video, it's a global investigation into a mystery that refuses to die. Welcome to the Lost Scenario. Wait a second, before we start digging in the desert, have you ever wondered why ancient Egyptians mapped stars that weren't even visible in their era? The secret starts here with Plato. Our journey begins in 360 BC. Plato, one of history's most brilliant minds, described a superpower that existed 9,000 years before his time. He didn't describe it as a fable. In his famous dialogues, Critias and Timaeus, he used surgical precision. He claimed he received this information from Solon, the great Greek statesman, who in turn learned it from Egyptian priests in the ancient city of Sais. These priests told Solon something chilling. You Greeks are like children. You have no memory of the old world. They spoke of a time before the great floods, when a mighty empire ruled from an island beyond the Pillars of Hercules. They described Atlantis as an engineering marvel, a city of concentric rings, 3 rings of water and 2 of land, a capital gleaming with red, white, and black stones. It was a city unlike anything in our world today. For centuries, explorers and treasure hunters scanned the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. They looked at the Azores and the Bahamas, but while they were looking at the water, they missed the most obvious clue: on land. Look at the Richat structure in Mauritania, West Africa, known as the Eye of the Sahara. This massive circular formation was only truly discovered when humans reached space. From the ground, it looks like a series of hills. From the sky, it looks like a bullseye. The coincidences between the Eye of the Sahara and Plato's Atlantis are terrifyingly precise. Plato stated that Atlantis was 127 stadia in diameter. In modern measurements, that is approximately 23.5 kilometers. When you measure the central rings of the Eye of the Sahara today, using satellite data, its diameter measures almost exactly 23.5 kilometers. Plato described the city as being protected by massive mountains to the north, famous for their beauty and height. If you look at the Richat structure, the Atlas Mountains sit directly to the north. He described an opening to the sea, to the south. Geologists have confirmed that thousands of years ago, the Saharan landscape was not a desert. It was a lush, green paradise, filled with massive lakes and rivers. A green Sahara, where water flowed freely to the Atlantic. But how could a maritime power end up in the middle of a desert, 400 meters above sea level? The answer is hidden in the salt. If you walk across the Eye of the Sahara today, you will find something that shouldn't be there: salt. Massive crusts of sea salt, hundreds of miles from the nearest coast. Even more shocking, researchers have found the fossilized remains of ancient sea creatures, including whales, buried deep within the Saharan dunes. How is this possible? Around 11,600 years ago, the exact date Plato gave for the fall of Atlantis, the Earth experienced a sudden, violent period known as the Younger Dryas. A massive cataclysm, possibly caused by a comet impact, sent walls of water crashing across the continents. For a civilization living in a low-lying coastal region of Africa, it wouldn't have just been a flood. It would have looked like the entire world was sinking into the abyss. Geologists now confirm that the Sahara was once a lush, green paradise, with massive rivers flowing directly through the Richat structure. Atlantis didn't just sink into the ocean rose up, destroyed everything, and then receded, leaving a maritime empire, stranded in the middle of a newly formed desert. But the evidence doesn't stop with ruins. It's written in our maps. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis compiled a map that shouldn't exist. It shows the coastline of Antarctica with incredible accuracy, but without the ice. Official history says Antarctica wasn't discovered until 1820 and has been frozen for millions of years. Yet, the Piri Reis map suggests that someone, thousands of years ago, had mapped the entire globe with advanced technology before the ice caps formed. This leads us to a darker possibility. Was Atlantis destroyed by nature or by its own hand? Ancient texts from India, like the Mahabharata, describe weapons that sound hauntingly, like nuclear technology, explosions that caused the hair and nails of survivors to fall out and turned sand into glass. In parts of the Sahara and the Indus Valley, archaeologists have found layers of vitrified glass, sand that was melted by intense, concentrated heat. Heat so extreme, it could only be produced by a massive explosion. Did the Atlanteans reach a level of technology that led to a global reset? If the evidence is this compelling, why isn't it in our textbooks? The truth is, academia has its own scenario, a timeline that says humans were primitive hunter-gatherers until very recently. To admit Atlantis was real is to admit that human history is cyclical, not linear. It would mean we are a species with amnesia, living on the ruins of a civilization far greater than our own. The evidence is this compelling. Why isn't it in our textbooks? The truth is, academia has its own scenario, a timeline that says humans were primitive hunter-gatherers until very recently. To admit Atlantis was real is to admit that human history is cyclical, not linear. It would mean we are a species with amnesia, living on the ruins of a civilization far greater than our own. Atlantis isn't just a city at the bottom of the sea or under the sands of Mauritania. It is a warning. It is the story of a civilization that became too proud, too powerful, and was eventually reclaimed by the earth. We are finding the pieces. We are connecting the dots. And the truth is no longer a myth. It is our lost history. But what do you think? Is the eye of the Sahara the smoking gun that proves Atlantis was real? Or is there another lost scenario we haven't discovered yet? If you are fascinated by the mysteries history tried to erase, you have found your home. Subscribe to The Lost Scenario and join our community of explorers. Hit the like button if you believe the truth is out there, and drop a comment below with the mystery you want us to investigate next. Until next time, stay curious. The truth is waiting to be found.